I wanted to show you how to use the Tyme Iron, this amazing little tool that actually curls my hair that never holds a curl. And that's my crazy 3-year-old behind me. You'll probably hear her a lot. So one thing I do is I go ahead and take the crown of my hair and clip it up top. Then I go up the back of my hair and part it into sections. And then I clip this off, and then I start with one or the other. And that just helps me keep the hair that's not curled separate from the hair that is curled. Excuse Reagan. So I'm actually going to start a timer. I know it's going to take longer than usual just because I'm talking, but I just want you to see how quickly this can go. And ignore my yellow hand. I had to clean up food coloring for my daughter in the kitchen. So with the Tyme Iron, you actually can only hold it one way. Your hand goes behind the light, and then you just pull down your hair, catch it in your hand and twist, and there is a curl, you guys. I tried a wand yesterday, and this is my favorite hairspray. Shea Sleek. It's humidity blocking. I live in Georgia, and it has really good movement. It doesn't make it stiff. So that is why I love this hairspray. So then I just work my way in sections. I just kind of use my hand to divide sections up. You don't need to clamp all the way down on this. And you can also use this as a straightener. You can make waves with it. And Tyme's customer service is seriously the most amazing ever. They will FaceTime you and walk you through how to use this. So when I first got it, I literally had no idea how to use it. So I scheduled a FaceTime appointment, and she basically just told me everything I was doing wrong, which literally was everything. And see how you just have to turn it like a more than a quarter turn, probably a half turn. And you just keep it in that same position and pull down your hair. You guys, you don't even understand. My hair does not hold a curl. I've tried a million things. And I even tried a different wand last night to see if it would hold. I can usually, hey Reagan, I can usually sleep on these curls, brush them out the next day, and have romantic waves. And then the third day, I can quickly recurl them, and it holds so well. I literally have been shocked. And once I've practiced doing this for a while, I'm going slower because I'm talking. Reagan, can you quit singing, please? I can go really fast. So I have decently long hair, decently thick hair. It's not the thickest, but it is a good amount. And I can do this in like 20 minutes if I stay focused. So that's why I want to do this tutorial, because I am so obsessed with this thing. And it is kind of expensive. Definitely more than I normally would spend. But for me to be able to curl my hair and it hold a curl. Megan, stop please. I have been super pleased with the results. Like, do you see what is happening? And this will stay all day and part of tomorrow. And it's pretty shocking to me how well it curls my hair. Look at that. Is that not the craziest? I'm totally out of hairspray. I also, since my hair is hard to curl, I don't have any dye in my hair. Dyed hair curls like ridiculously easy. Reagan, you're gonna rip that out of the wall. Please stop. Reagan's fun, you guys. At all times. Loads of fun. No, she really is fun. She's just like a little boy puppy. Oh my gosh, look how good that one curled. Is that not crazy amazing? So I have no dye in my hair, so my hair's not very gritty. It's really kind of sleek if I air dry it. It dries just this straight. I don't have to do anything to get my hair straight, which some people would be like, oh, what a blessing. But it's also a little bit of a curse. I feel like wavy hair is the ultimate because then it holds a curl and it straightens really well. But that's fine. We can work with what we've got. So I'm super excited that I found something that makes it good. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. So now what I do is I'll pull all that over here. Look at all those curls, you guys. Bouncy, bouncy curls. Because once again, I use this hairspray, Tyme Iron. I want to love your hairspray, I really do. And it's making my hair a little crunchy. So if you come up with a less crunchy spray, I'll be so happy. Guys, I just finished that quarter of my hair in 5 minutes. And I was talking to you the whole time. So keep that in mind. All right, so now, to go on my left side, I have to angle it down, and your thumb always stays behind this light. Now I angle it up, and then pull it down. This one's gonna be a little bit trickier. There we go. There we go. Look at that beauty. Losing my hairspray. And then I just throw it back and keep going. Throw it back and keep going. I don't know if I'm angled very well for you to see this. Let me see. I'm right-handed, so this one's gonna be a little trickier. So the plates in here are pretty wide, which is nice to make sure your hair stays on the plate to curl it. Sometimes, I didn't spray that one. Sometimes if I'm going really fast, I won't even put this down and I can like breeze right through this entire thing. I just grab a section, keep going, keep going, keep going, twist, and go. But I feel like I'm doing it a little different to show you guys. And it doesn't have to be super smooth. It does help if you brush your hair out first, so then it's not as frizzy. You smooth it down a little bit before you get started, but it also kind of smooths your hair as you go. It almost feels like a steamer to me. Like you can, I'm sure you see the steam coming off of it, and you want to make sure your, there goes crazy Reagan. You want to make sure your hair is really dry before you start it. And when you get your sections, the key to the sections are to get them long and thin, not necessarily long, but you want them to be like a vertical piece like that, rather than a horizontal piece. That doesn't look as good. So you want it vertical, if that makes sense. So when I grab my sections, I just take my thumb and kind of make a little vertical section. And this one's, see, that is a little too long. So I'll just take that top piece off, add it back to my hair, and keep going. And some people think the wands are so easy. They drive me nuts just like holding it in place for, oop, twisted that one too tight, for a long amount of time. I like that I keep moving with this. I don't know, like if I just sit there, I'm like, oh, it's like sitting in traffic. You would rather keep moving, right? Even if it's slow, you'd rather keep going. So you just do this all the way around. And there's other angles you can hold it at that do different things. I actually want to do some more FaceTime appointments. And here's the thing. You can book as many of those as you like. Like, what other hair tool tells you, oh yeah, book these FaceTime styling sessions with us, and we'll walk you through the entire thing. Nothing, because I am 30 years old and do not know how to do my hair. I never had a mom or sisters that sat there and did my hair with me. And I don't know why my mom didn't. She was the granddaughter of a beautician who always did her hair. And my mom always had perms and curls, and I've always wanted curls, and nothing holds them. Nothing. Until the Tyme Iron. I love this thing, you guys. I'm so obsessed. Do you see how fast I can go through some of those? All right, let's see where we're at. We are, and you see how the hair stays behind? We're at exactly 10 minutes. Guys, I just did all this in 10 minutes. So now I clip it again. So I like to leave kind of the top part on the smooth. Look, I'm Daisy Duke. And then I kind of brush through my crown. You probably can't see all that. Listen to my hair ripping because I'm going crazy. Kind of brush it, part it similar to where I want it. You could probably come up with different, better ways to do this because I am no hair expert. And then I pull it in front of those curls. So I notice that when I do sections like this and use clips, I go way faster because I keep the hair so separate that it doesn't cause issues for me. So that is amazing. Having the clips made a big difference in the time it takes me. Okay, these back pieces of my hair, did you see that? How it didn't really quite curl? That happens pretty frequently right here at the back of the crown of my head. I don't know what the deal is with that. So sometimes I'll just come back, half it, and try again. And you can kind of tell if you're pulling it right. There's a little bit of tension. If you do too small of a piece, you won't have that tension. Now look, hello. So those hard to curl sections, I tend to just do a little bit smaller. It makes a big difference. Whoops, what's this piece from? Something else. And if you do a section like that that's like maybe a little over an inch wide, those tend to just piece like really beautifully. They just lay well and look really nice. That yellow dye on my hand. Reagan is probably dyeing something else right now, you guys. She's a little bit of a rascal and can't be controlled. Can't be controlled. Look at this. You guys, I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed. So the wand I used last night supposedly is supposed to be amazing for hard to curl hair. So I thought, oh great, got my curl cup. I usually throw those a little further back. I thought, you know what, I'll give it a whirl, see what happens, see if I can do this. I know it will take time for me to get better at it, but I burnt my thumb. I have not burnt myself on the Tyme Iron once. I burnt my thumb the very first time I used the wand. And then, I don't know, nothing like stayed that well. And I did have product in my hair. I did have my sea salt spray. If you don't have sea salt spray, get some. It really helps you have a little grit and texture. And if you air dry your hair, for some reason that helps it curl a little bit better. When you're blow drying, it kind of closes the follicles. Am I saying the right words? I don't know the science of hair, you guys. I'm just a little country girl. So I do use Tyme's heat protectant, which I have a little spray bottle of. Sorry, it's packed up. And I also put on sea salt spray first. And then I let my hair air dry as much as I can. Today I have to be somewhere at a certain time. So I let it air dry as long as it could, and then I took the blow dryer to it at the end. But I do notice a difference when I let it air dry. See, these probably got too blow dried. I'm telling you, my hair is hard to curl. So I'm just gonna go a little more slowly, leave it a little more open, which is crazy. You would think leaving it open wouldn't help you, but it does. It lets it curl. And the whole premise behind this, you may have curled your hair like this with a straightener before. I cannot do that, you guys. I'm really, really bad at it. And it's similar to that, but this is like curling ribbon. So you get it on the edge, you give it the tension that it needs, and you are curling ribbon. So if you get it right in the right spot, it just curls up so nicely. See? Did you see that just whip around my hand? Just curled right up. Literally, this is like the most exciting thing I've had in years, because I just have tried all kinds of things to get a curl, and I can't do it myself. I can't curl it. So I've been super pumped to have this. My amazing husband gave it to me for Valentine's Day because I've asked for it for like 2 years. And so he's somebody who, before he buys a product, especially if it's an expensive product, he really, really does his research. And he looked these up, and you guys, the reviews are not great in some places. I think he saw some on Amazon and Google maybe. And he was like, you are not getting that. The reviews are terrible. Let me tell you why the reviews are terrible, because this is my personal review right here of why this is so amazing. You can see, I'm telling you, nothing else curls my hair. My hair falls out of a curl within 20 minutes. If I use other things, and this holds it. So the reviews are terrible because, like me, when you first get it, you wrap your hair around it and you kind of like curl it too much. You do it at the wrong angle. You don't hold it correctly. You don't pull it correctly. And then you cannot make a curl. And then people give up. That's why Tyme has these FaceTime sessions. You schedule them. They're one-on-one. The girl watches you right then do your hair. They want you to air dry it so they can see your natural hair. And she will watch you do it and tell you how to correct it and how to do it properly. And once I did that, holy cow, I had curls. So reviews are terrible because most of those people have not learned how to properly use the curling iron. I'm doing a terrible job right now because I'm trying to look at the camera and the mirror and failing. And all this is getting caught because I normally separate it a little bit more. So give me 1 second. Okay. I have to like throw it back. And right now I am super, super hot. So some people do different things with their bangs. They may pull it back or do a different angle. I don't really have much of bangs right now, and I'm not great at styling hair, so this just is like super simple and easy for me. And I just kind of go up and over and then bring it down, and that way it pulls it back away from my face a little bit. So there we go, got curls everywhere. And then I'm gonna let all that cool. So when I finish this side, I do this side last because it has less hair, and that way it will cool a little faster, because I need mine to get as cool as it can before I try to flip it, style it, bounce it, anything like that, because while it's still hot, it can change the shape. but if it cools off, it's pretty much set. And then those curls, especially if your hair curls really easily, these can last you for days. And I like to do like a bouncy curl the first day, a romantic curl the second day, and then touch-up curls the third day, which usually curl really nicely the third day. And what I have in my hair for hard to curl hair is I did root lifter and mousse. I did root lifter on my roots, and then mousse all through my hair. So for mousse to really work for me, it has to really be over like every little bit of my hair. So I make sure to brush it in. So right now, you guys, with me talking and going slow and not being perfect, we are at 20 minutes that I have been curling this. And I'm not doing huge sections. As you get better, you can do bigger sections. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. And it just gets easier and easier, faster and faster. And look at my curled freaking hair. Right now it looks crazy. So take out my clips. These are the ones I need to work on right here that don't curl very well. I need to do a FaceTime on those. So even if I just do a little shake, already I'm Farrah Fawcett. And then what I usually do, excuse my creepy bench, what I usually do after it's all cooled down and set is I flip my hair, I finger through it, I spray again because I need as much help as I can get. And then you guys, I have curly hair. And curly hair that will last me all day long. It is literally insane. I cannot believe how much these curls last. Is that not amazing? So, Tyme Iron, seriously works. And I just talked to you, did that whole thing in, oh, maybe my stopwatch froze, but there's a counter on the camera. And right now it's at 22 minutes. So if I can do all this in 22 minutes while talking to you, you can do it in under 20 minutes without talking to me. So I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you have any questions. And if you get one, definitely play with it a little bit and then set up the FaceTime appointment so that you can learn how to actually use it properly. I really need to fix this. It's gonna drive me nuts. But curls everywhere. Oh my gosh. I just like really made those crazy without letting it cool and doing my normal thing. But just know that this is hair that normally has no body, no volume, and no curls. Man, I'm really like continuing the crazy. So there you go. There you go.